Let's do constructions, exercise 22A. This is found on page number 237 and we are with question 2. Draw angle ABC that will be equal to 120 degrees. Bisect the angle using ruler and compasses only and measure each angle so obtained and check whether the angles obtained on bisecting angle ABC are equal or not. So first step is draw angle ABC equals 120 degrees. Now here they have not mentioned whether we should use ruler and compasses or a protractor, but since we've been doing with a ruler and compass, we will continue that same way. So first we construct an angle of 120 degrees, then bisect that angle and then check whether the two angles that are formed after bisecting are equal or not. Remember, they should be equal. So first step, draw a line segment AB of any suitable length. So let's do that. Draw a line segment AB, then with B as the center. So now this time they're saying angle ABC, ABC. That means B is the center. So with B as the center, draw an arc of any suitable radius that will cut AB at D. So we're going to draw an arc that will cut this line at a point D. So we have an arc and this point is D, the point where this arc has cut. So any suitable radius, any measurement you can take. Then the next step is, now with the same radius, don't change the measurement, place it at D. Place it at D and cut the first arc at P. Same radius, place it here and cut an arc. So here we've cut the arc and we're going to name it P. Then again with the same radius on your compass, now place it on P. Place it on P and cut the next arc at Q. Okay, so no change in the measurement on the radius, same measurement, and we are cutting these arcs. Then the next step, join BQ. So we have to join B and Q, the 2 points here, point B and point Q, join it and produce it. That means extend it up to C. So we have done that, we have extended it up to C. Now, angle ABC is equal to 120 degrees. This was asked in the question. Angle ABC. So that means this portion is 120 degrees. So we have constructed an angle of 120 degrees. This is the first part. Then we are told to bisect this angle. So we're going to take only 120 degrees now. We're going to bisect it. That means we are going to divide this into two equal halves. So let's do that. So now we have only the 120 degree angle. We're going to bisect it. So to bisect that, take D as a center and radius equal to more than half of QD. Okay, now listen very carefully. When we are bisecting, we're going to get an angle that is less than this, isn't it? This is a big one. Now we're going to get somewhere half here. We need to get exactly half here, isn't it? For that, we're going to take D as a center and radius equal to more than half of DQ. More than that, and draw an arc. That means our arcs will come here. Don't draw it anywhere else. It should be here because it's half of this. So draw an arc. We have drawn an arc. Now with Q as the center and same radius that we took here. Okay. Draw another arc which will meet this arc at S. So we have that done. Then what do? Join BS. BS. Join it because that's the bisector. So we have joined BS. So can you see this line or the bisector has divided this big angle into two parts. One part here and one part here. Now we are asked to check whether the angles obtained on bisecting ABC are equal or not. So what do we do for that? We have to measure angle ABS, ABS and angle CBS. Now how do we do it? You can take a protractor. Take a protractor and when you measure, you will see that angle ABC is equal to angle CBS and both are equal to 60 degrees. So with the help of your protractor, measure this side and measure this side. You will see that this side is 60 degrees and this side too is 60 degrees. So what have we done? We have checked and found that the angles that we got are equal. Both are 60 degrees each. Question 3. Draw a line segment PQ equals 6 centimeters. Then we mark a point on it and then follow all these steps. So let's begin with the first step. Draw a line segment PQ equals 6 centimeters. So PQ, we have a line segment and this is 6 centimeters. Next step is mark a point A in PQ so that AP is 2 centimeters. That means from P. From P we have to get 2 centimeters and that point will be A. So now these 2 centimeters you can use your ruler or you can use your compass. Take 2 centimeters on your compass and draw an arc. Okay, measure 2 centimeters on the compass and place it on P. Place it on P and cut PQ at a particular point and that will be A. And this is 2 centimeters. This portion is 2 centimeters. So totally we have 6 centimeters and this portion alone is 2 centimeters. Now what does the question say? Mark a point A. So we've got a point A and that is 2 centimeters. At point A, construct angle QAR equals 60 degrees. So here we have to construct an angle of 60 degrees so that Q, A and R will be 60 degrees. So what is the next step to follow? So now we know AP is 2 centimeters. With A as the center, draw an arc of any suitable radius that cuts AQ at C. So it must cut this arc at C. So let's draw that. So we've drawn an arc and that's cutting AQ at C. We're going to take this measurement A and Q. Then, now with the same radius on your compass, place it on C and cut an arc at D. So we're cutting an arc and that is D. Okay. Then again, join AD. So we have to join A and D. We've joined and produce it up to R. So now we have done that. Now angle QAR, this portion will be equal to 60 degrees. So this is 60 degrees. So I hope you have understood. Follow all these steps and then you will get angle QAR equals 60 degrees. 4. Draw a line segment AB equals 8 centimeters. So let's do that first part. There are more parts to follow. First part is AB equals 8 centimeters. So let's draw that. We have a line here AB and that is 8 centimeters. Mark a point P in AB. So on this line AB, we're going to mark a point P, but you should see that AP is 5 centimeters. That means from A up to P, it should be 5 centimeters. So that also again you can use the help of your ruler and get your 5 centimeters or use your compass, get 5 centimeters on it and mark the arc. So you will get measure 5 centimeters on the compass, place it on A and cut AB at P. So if you're using a compass, this is how you will get. Then let's read the question. At point P, construct angle APQ equals 30 degrees. So at this point, we are going to construct an angle that's 30 degrees. Remember, 90 degrees would be straight here. So 30 is all on the side. For this angle, it's all going to be this side. So we're going to construct an angle of 30 degrees. So what is the next step? AP is 5 centimeters. We know that. Okay. So we've got AP as 5 centimeters. With P as the center, construct an angle of 60 degrees. So for that, what do we do? First, draw an arc. Remember, construction of 60, we're not writing all the steps because our main question is construct 30 degrees. To construct 60 degrees, we first draw an arc. Then we name this point C. And then from here, we draw an arc there and mark that point as D. Okay, so we have done that. Then what do? We draw a line through this point P and we produce it and that is R. So now you have APR is equal to 60 degrees. Okay, APR is 60 degrees. So let me mark that here. So this part is 60 degrees. We are looking for 30 degrees. That is what the question says, APQ. But here APR is 60 degrees. And we have written that here. Now what do we have to do? We have to bisect this. This is 60. Bisecting means dividing into two equal halves. So this big one is now going to become smaller and each half is going to be 30 degrees because we're going to divide 60 into two equal parts. So let's begin the bisection. So for that, with D as a center and radius equal to more than half of CD. Remember, whenever you bisect, your radius has to be more than half of the CD, the arc there. So remember, you're going to draw it here. It should be between these two. So be careful where you draw. Don't draw it here anywhere. It should be between these two lines here. So draw an arc and then again with C as a center, draw a similar arc with the same radius like this, and they both will meet at Q. So from here you draw an arc, then from C you draw another arc, they will meet at Q. Now join PQ, PQ. If you join that line, PQ is the bisector. That means it has divided this into two equal halves. So now you have angle APQ equals 30. APQ is equal to 30. This side is also 30, but we have been asked to construct only APQ. So we will refer to this as 30 degrees. So this one here is 30 degrees. So when you have to construct 30, remember first you have to construct 60 and then bisect it. Only then will you get 30 degrees. Question 5. Construct an angle of 75 degrees and then bisect it. So a normal angle of 75 degrees we're going to construct and then we're going to bisect it. So we've learned construction of 75 degrees, isn't it? So let's do that. So the first step is construct an angle of 90 degrees. Okay, so first we have to construct 90 degrees and then we construct 60 degrees and 75 is found between 90 and 60. So first construct an angle of 90 degrees at a point O on the line segment OA. So we have a line segment OA. At the point O, we're going to construct 90 degrees. So remember to follow all the steps to construct 90 degrees. First you have a main arc. Then you have a first arc. From here you draw this arc. Then from there, that is P, from there you're going to draw another arc, mark it Q. So first you draw a line segment, draw this main arc. Remember, these two things are common for all constructions. Now after placing your compass here, you draw P, then from there you draw Q. Now from P, you draw an arc on top. From Q, the arc intersects the other arc. Now there is a point here, that is D. Now join D and O. OD is now 90 degrees. The first thing we did is construct an angle of 90 degrees. Then second step, at the same point O, draw an angle AOE equals 60 degrees. So here we have AOD is equal to 90. Now at the same point we are going to construct an angle of 60 degrees. Remember always this first arc that you cut from here is 60 degrees. Second arc is 120. So this is 60 degrees. So all you have to do is draw a line through that. So now mark that point as E. Now what do you have? You have angle AOE. This much is 60 degrees. So now we have taken away 60 from 90. Now only this portion here, 90 minus 60, this portion is 30 degrees. So we have to bisect this. Why do we bisect this? When you bisect 30 degrees, what do you get? You get 15. Then you can add it to the 60 degrees. 60 plus 15 will give you 75. So what is the next step? Bisect DOE. Only this DOE, this portion we're going to bisect. That is now 30 degrees. Now how do we know it's 30? I'm writing these numbers on top just for our understanding. This line here is 90 degrees and this line here is 60 degrees. So 90 minus 60 is 30, isn't it? So when you bisect, that means you divide it by 2. What do you get? You get 15. So that's why we want 15 degrees. So this gap here is 30 degrees. This gap is 30 degrees. This angle, we are going to bisect it. So what are the steps to bisect? With P and Q as centers. First, let's see P and Q. P is here and Q is here. So with P and Q and radius equal to more than half, okay, of QP. So what do we have to do now? Take your compass, get a radius which is more than half of QP and draw arcs here. Remember, it should come in between here. So let's draw the arcs. There's one arc, you keep it at P and draw the arc, then you keep it at Q and draw the other arc, and where the two meet or where they intersect, that point is called R. Now all we have to do is join OR. So let's join OR. So OR. So that means angle AOR is now 75 degrees. This whole portion, this portion is now 75 degrees. How did it become 75 degrees? Here, after we bisected, what did we get? Here we got 15. And this whole thing, this side is 60 degrees. So 60 plus 15 together will give us 75. So this whole thing is 75 degrees. So angle AOR, this red portion, this is 75 degrees. So that is the first part. Construct an angle of 75 degrees. Now we have to bisect it. So we don't have to look at these two lines that we have drawn here. This is for 60 degrees, this is for 90 degrees. Now we want only the 75-degree line because we're going to bisect that. So let's see how to bisect. So this you should know how we got 75 degrees. 60 plus 15 will give us 75 degrees. Now we are going to bisect that. Bisect AOR. So we've kept only the 75 degrees here. So this is 75 degrees. We've removed the other things that are not needed. So 75 degrees, we have to bisect this. That means divide this into two equal halves. That means it will come somewhere here. So you should have an idea where it will come so you'll know where to draw your arcs. Next step, with P and Q as centers. So P and Q are the centers now, and radius equal to more than half because we are bisecting. Our radius should be more than half of this. Draw arcs cutting each other at S. So draw one arc there, one more arc here, and mark that point where they two meet or intersect as S. Next step, join OS. Join OS. So this is the bisector. It has divided this into two equal halves. So now each half will be how much? Each half will be 37.5. That is half of 75. So this half will be 37.5 and this half also will be 37.5 degrees. Okay, so this is how we have bisected at 75 degrees. So first construct 75 degrees and then bisect it. So we have bisected and both are 37.5 degrees each. Question 6. Draw a line segment of 6.4 centimeters. Okay, that's the first thing we'll do. Let's draw a line AB and this is 6.4 centimeters. Okay, so let's write that 6.4 centimeters. Let's read the rest of the question. Draw its perpendicular bisector. Now, what is a perpendicular bisector? A perpendicular line is a straight line that will cut this line in such a way that it will form an L-shaped or a 90 degrees. It has to form a 90 degrees here. That is a perpendicular line. You can draw it anywhere on this line. But what is a perpendicular bisector? A perpendicular bisector will divide A and B exactly in the middle. Because it's a bisector, it should be two equal halves exactly in the middle. And this straight perpendicular line should come right in the middle. So how do we do it? Let's follow the steps. With A and B as centers, that means you're going to keep your compass here first and then keep your compass here. Draw arcs of any suitable radius. Okay, so you can take any radius. And where do you draw them? On both sides of AB. That means I'm going to place the compass here, draw one arc here and one arc here, down, on top and down. Similarly, I'm going to keep it at B and draw an arc on top and down. So let's do that. So here I've kept it at A, I've drawn an arc on top and I've drawn it down. Then I'm going to keep it at B, I'm drawing an arc on top and I'm drawing an arc down. So can you see arcs have been drawn? Now let the arcs intersect at C and D. They've intersected or they have met at a point. Let's name those points as C and D. What is the next step? Draw a line through C and D. So draw a line through this. So let's draw that line. So we have drawn a line. So now can you see this line has come right in the middle of this line. And this line bisects AB perpendicularly. Here perpendicular means 90 degrees is formed here. a 90-degree angle is formed. That's why it's called a perpendicular line. And it's called a bisector because it has divided this line into two equal halves. Now you can check that also and see. How can you check? What is half of 6.4 divided by 2? Half means you divide by 2. It will be 3.2. That means this portion will be 3.2 and this portion will be 3.2. So we have drawn a line segment and we have drawn its perpendicular bisector. Question 7. Draw a line segment AB equals 5.8 centimeters, and we have a few more instructions. Let's start with the first one. Draw a line segment AB equals 5.8 centimeters. So that's the first step. So we have drawn a line segment AB and this is 5.8 centimeters. Mark a point P in AB. That means we have to mark a point in this line AB, name it P, such that PB is equal to 36 centimeters. PB, that means we have to start from B, okay, from here. So from here you have to measure 3.6 centimeters. You can use your compass or you can use your ruler and get PB, okay. So that should be 3.6 centimeters. So let's do that. So here, mark a point P in such a way that this is 3.6 centimeters. So this is the point P and this is 3.6 centimeters from B. So this is the measurement here. PB is 3.6 centimeters. Then at point P, draw a perpendicular to AB. So at point P, we have to draw a perpendicular line. That means we have to construct an angle of 90 degrees. Remember, perpendicular lines are straight lines that make an angle of 90 degrees with the other straight line. So at point P, you have to construct an angle of 90 degrees. So at point P, construct an angle of 90 degrees. So for that, first we draw an arc. So I'm not writing out those steps because you know how to construct a 90-degree angle. First is drawing a main arc. Then from this point, cut this arc. Then from this point, cut another arc. Okay. Now from here and here, cut an arc here. So let's see. So we have one line here, one arc here, and then we have another arc. Both are intersecting at a point there. That point is Q. Now join PQ. Now can you see PQ is a straight line that is perpendicular to line AB. So PQ is the required perpendicular to AB. So we have got a perpendicular line here and that is a 90-degree line. So that means this side will be 90 degrees and this side also will be 90 degrees because this straight line has cut AB into two 90-degree lines because it's a perpendicular line. So angle QPB, QPB is equal to angle QPA, QPA, and both are equal to 90 degrees. They are 90 degrees each. So we have constructed a perpendicular PQ to the line AB. Question 8. In each case given below, so we have been given 3 questions. So in each case, draw a line through point P and parallel to AB. So this is given to us. Let AB be the given line and P be the given fixed point. So this is already given to us. AB is given to us and the point P is given to us. And what are we told? Draw a line through point P. So we have to draw a line through point P and that should be parallel to AB. Parallel means it should be a straight line like this. It should be a line like this so that it's parallel to AB. The distance should be the same. Now follow these steps because these are the steps that we follow for each case. There are 3 questions. All 3 questions we follow the same steps. So once you understand the first one, you can do the same thing for the others. So this is already given to us. What's the next step? Mark a point Q in the given line AB. So mark a point, don't mark it right below, mark it here or here away from it. So mark a point Q. So we have a point Q on the line AB. Now join PQ. So let's join P and Q. Join PQ, you have a line like this now, isn't it? Then with Q as the center and a suitable radius, draw an arc CD. So first take Q as a center. In your compass, take a suitable radius, any radius, and draw an arc. So let's draw an arc. So we have drawn an arc. We're going to name it CD. C is where the point meets this line and D. Okay, so draw an arc CD Now take P as the centerpiece here and the same radius. Draw another arc which meets PQ. PQ. Okay, so keeping it here, draw another arc on the opposite side. This is drawn this side, so here we'll draw on the other side, on the opposite side, and this arc is meeting this line PQ at a point R. Okay, so one arc here, one arc there on the opposite sides we have drawn. Now what should we do? Now take R as the center and radius equal to CD, same radius that you have here. Take that same radius and cut this arc. This arc that you have drawn, cut that arc. So you have an arc there, we're going to name it S. Okay, so take the same radius, cut this arc and name it S. Next step, join SP and produce it on both sides. So S is here, P is here, join these two and extend it, produce it on both sides. So let's do that. So we have done that now, isn't it? Now name it L and M. So can you see that this line that we have drawn is parallel to this line and it has gone through point P. That is what we are asked to do. Draw a line through point P and parallel to AB. So we drew a line through point P, LM, and that is parallel to AB. So line LM is the required line through the given point P and parallel to the given line. So did you understand? If you follow these same steps for all three questions, it's going to be easy. Remember, only through practice, plenty of practice, will you be able to be thorough with some of these questions. So let's go to the second one. So here also let AB be the given line, AB is the given line, and P be the given fixed point. So P is the given fixed point. This is given to us in the question. Now the steps. First step, mark a point Q in the given line AB. So AB, we're going to mark a point Q. We have got a point, we're going to mark it as Q. Next step is join PQ. So join P and Q, you have a straight line. Now Q is the center, you're going to draw an arc here. So we've drawn an arc and we're going to name it C and D. So we've got an arc here. Now we're going to keep it here and draw an arc on the opposite side. So one arc here, one arc there. So this time we're going to take P as the center and same radius we're going to draw another arc. So here we're going to draw an arc and that is meeting this line at R. Then keep it at R and cut an arc here. So taking R as a center, same radius as CD, cut this arc at S. So we have cut an arc, we're going to name it S. Now you have a point here, intersecting point here S and a point P. We're going to join both. So join SP and produce it on both sides. Join these two and extend it. So now when you extend, can you see you've got a line that is parallel to AB and let's name it line LM, L and M. So we have line LM, which is the required line through the given point P, and this is parallel to the line AB. Did you understand, children? Now, third question is again the same steps. Let AB be the given line and P be the given fixed point. So what is the first step? Mark a point Q in the given line AB. So we've got a point, we've marked it as Q. Next step, join PQ. So join PQ. Next step, Q is the center, we're going to draw an arc. So we've got an arc, we're going to name it C and D. Then take P as the center and draw the same another arc with the same radius. So we've got this, it's going to meet this at R. Then keeping it at R, cut this arc. So take R as a center and get this arc, name it as S. So here we have one point and the point P. Now join these 2 points. So join SP and produce it on both sides. Can you see what we have got? So line LM. So that means this is L and this is M. This line is the required line. So what does the question say? Draw a line passing through the point P. At the same time, it should be parallel to AB. So follow all these steps to get parallel lines like this. Okay, children, with this we come to the end of this exercise. Thank you, children.